Hello students, I am Professor Saili Rathod from International Center of Excellence in Engineering and Management, Aurangabad. Today I welcome you all in the video number 10 of Electrical Measuring Techniques. Today we are going to cover the topic that is moving iron instrument, its working, advantages, disadvantages and applications. So, before moving on today's topic, we will have an overlook that we have covered up till now. In the previous lecture, we have seen the PMMC, its working, the advantages and disadvantages of the PMMC instruments. PMMC, that is permanent magnet moving coil instruments. So we have seen how does the system or instrument actually works, what is the construction of this PMMC instruments, then the advantages and disadvantages of the PMMC, and lastly we have seen the applications of PMMC instruments. Now today we will start with the MI, that is moving iron instruments. So in today's lecture we will see the construction, basic principle and operation of MI instruments. Then we will see the applications of this MI instruments, the voltmeter and ammeter. Okay, so in this slide we will see the construction and basic principle operation of moving iron instrument. So why we call it moving iron instrument? Because here when a particular construction is made such that after application of the magnetic field, the iron which is used, soft iron, it moves on the application of input. So that's why we called it as the moving iron instrument. Moving iron instruments are generally used to measure alternative voltages and currents. In moving iron instruments, the movable system consists of one or more pieces of specially shaped soft iron. So, in moving iron instruments, we are using the one or two pieces of specially shaped soft iron. This we will see in the construction. Okay, so here the type of iron which is used is a soft iron. Okay, now we are using one or two pieces which are so pivoted as to be acted upon by the magnetic field produced by the current in coil. So when we use this moving iron instrument, these instruments work basically on two particular types. One is repulsion type and second is attraction type. Okay, so we will see these two types of MI instruments in detail. Repulsion type is also called as double iron and attraction type is called as the single iron. Okay, so as from the name itself we can see we are using the magnetic field and the iron. So depending upon the repulsion principle, means where the repulsion is observed, so this is called as the repulsion type, and where the iron is acting upon the attraction principle, so it is called as the attraction type. So here we will see the brief description of different components of moving iron instruments. So the different elements that are used in this MI instruments are: first one is moving element, means the piece of the element which is actually used for the movement. So here we are using a small piece of soft iron in the form of a vein or a rod. So a rod like structure which is made up of soft iron, the particular material should be used, that is soft iron. It is called as the moving element. Then the second is the coil. So to produce the magnetic field due to current flowing through it and also to magnetize the iron pieces. As we know that many a times in such type of instruments a current carrying conductor or a coil is used, so that the magnetic field should be produced in that particular region. So for this purpose we are using a coil which is used to produce the magnetic field. When we insert or when we apply the current in this coil, it will produce the magnetic field. Then the next element is, in repulsion type, a fixed vane or rod is also used and magnetized with the same polarity. So with same polarity we are using rod or vane. Like the moving element, we are here again using. Then the fourth element is control torque, which is provided by spring or weight. As we have seen in previous topics, the control torque, to apply this torque we are using the control type of torque which is provided by the spring or weight. So we have seen the spring control and gravity control, two types of control systems in previous topics. So both this means one from these two we are using here to provide the control torque. Then the damping torque. For the purpose of damping torque we are also using a particular spindle. So damping torque is normally pneumatic. The damping device consisting of an air chamber and a moving vane attached to the instrument spindle. So the spindle is attached with this type of damping instrument. Then the last one is deflecting torque. As we know, in every moving instrument, measuring instrument, we should use the control torque, damping torque and deflecting torque, as these are the, what are this? It is the essential parts of the measurement instruments. So for this purpose all these torques are very necessary. So deflecting torque produces a movement on an aluminum pointer over a graduated scale. So this is the brief description of the different components to be used in moving iron instruments. Now we will see the two types, attraction type and repulsion type. So what is meant by the attraction type instrument? The instrument in which the iron plate attracts from the weaker field towards the stronger field. Such type of instrument is known as the attraction type instrument. As from the name itself we can see here there is some attraction occurred in this instrument. So attraction of what? It is of the iron plate from weaker field towards the stronger field. So wherever this type of phenomenon occurs, this type of instruments are called as the attraction type instruments. Now the construction of attraction type instruments. This we will see in next diagram. So what is the construction? A stationary coil of the attraction type instrument is flat and has a narrow opening. The moving element is the flat disc of the iron core. The current flows through the stationary coil, produced the magnetic field which attracts the iron coil. Okay, so we will see this in the next diagram. Here we can see the attraction type moving coil instrument. The iron vane deflects from the low magnetic field to the high magnetic field. So iron vane, as in the diagram we can see the iron vane which is connected to the spindle, that is the moving iron. The iron vane deflects from the low magnetic field to the high magnetic field. So here attraction phenomenon is occurring and the strength of the deflection is directly proportional to the magnitude of the current flowing through it. Okay, so when the current is applied through the coil, the particular magnetic field is applied and the deflection is occurred in the pointer. In short, we can say that the iron coil attracts towards in. The attraction type instruments use spring which provide the controlling torque. The deflection of the coil is reduced by the aluminum piston which is attached to the moving coil. Now the second type is the repulsion type. Here you can see the diagram of repulsion type MI instruments. So in the repulsion type there are two vanes inside the coil. Okay, so as in this diagram we can see the two vanes. Okay, so first one is moving iron vane and second is the fixed iron vane. At the center itself we can see two vanes. So these two vanes are inside the coil, one fixed and other is movable. These are similarly magnetized when the current flows through the coil and there is a force of repulsion between the two vanes, resulting in the movement of the moving vane. Okay, so very simple concept is there. When we apply the current in the coil, at that point these two types of vanes are magnetized and the force of repulsion between these two vanes, that is moving iron vane and fixed vane, repulsion occurs and thus this repulsion results in the movement of the moving vane. Okay, so after that it will, as the coil is connected to the hairspring and the pointer, so this phenomenon will result in the movement of the pointer. Okay, now in the diagram we can see the fixed cylindrical coil. This is, in this diagram you can see fixed cylindrical coil where the current is applied to this coil, and here you can see coil leads to meter terminals. These two terminals are shown here, and the last one is shaft attached to the moving vane. So the straight rod in between the moving vane, this is called as the shaft attached to the moving vane. So this is the construction and working of the repulsion type MI instrument. Now the working. The current in the coil is reversed. The direction of the magnetic field produced by the coil is reversed. As in the PMMC also we have seen, if the current is reversed, then the magnetic field is also reversed. So due to this only we cannot use the PMMC for AC and DC. Okay, so that's why we had to design the MI instrument. Though the polarity of the magnetized soft iron pieces is reversed, but still they are magnetized similarly and repel each other. Here the repulsion occurs between both the vanes. Hence the direction of deflecting torque remains unchanged. Thus repulsion type moving iron instrument can be used on DC as well as on AC systems. Okay, so as in PMMC we cannot use this on both the systems, but MI instruments can be used for both DC as well as on AC systems. Since deflection theta is proportional to the square of current, that is theta is directly proportional to I square flowing through the coil. Therefore the scale of repulsion type moving iron instruments is non-uniform, being crowded in the beginning. Now we will see the comparison between attraction and repulsion type instruments. So what is the basic difference between these two? In general, it may be said that attraction type instruments possess the same advantages and are subject to the limitations described for the repulsion type. An attraction type instruments which usually have a lower inductance than the corresponding repulsion type instruments, and voltmeters will therefore be accurate over a wide range of frequency, and there is a greater possibility of using shunt with ammeter. So this is the difference between both these two, attraction and repulsion type. And the last point is, on the other hand, repulsion instruments are more suitable for economical production in manufacture. So which is more suitable? Repulsion type instrument. It is very comfortable and the construction and designing of these instruments is economical, so it is affordable for all types of industries. and nearly uniform scale is more easily obtained. They are therefore much more common than the attraction type. So from both these two, mostly used is repulsion type instrument. Now we will see the applications of the MI instruments. Measurement of electric voltage and current. First point is moving iron instruments are used as voltmeter and ammeter only. Both can work on AC as well as on DC instruments. Now we will see one by one. First application is in ammeter. So in ammeter, instruments used to measure current in the circuit. So both PMMC and MI instruments both are used for the ammeter also. So here we have described how we are using it in ammeter. It is always connected in series with the circuit and carries the current to be measured. This current flowing through the coil produces the desired deflection torque. It should have low resistance as it is to be connected in series. Now the advantages and disadvantages. The instruments are suitable for use in AC and DC circuits. The instruments are robust owing to the simple construction of the moving parts. The stationary parts of the instruments are also simple. Instrument is low cost compared to moving coil instrument, and torque weight ratio is high, thus less frictional error. So the most important is the PMMC, it cannot be used for AC as well as DC circuits, but the MI instruments can be used for both. And it is the main advantage of the MI instrument is it is of low cost compared to PMMC. Now the errors. The errors which are occurred in the MI instruments are error due to variation in temperature. Wherever the instrument is used in varying temperature, it may cause the error. Now the error due to friction is quite small as torque weight ratio is high in moving coil instrument. Third error is stray fields cause relatively low values of magnetizing force produced by the coil. Next error is error due to variation of frequency causes change of reactance of the coil and also changes the eddy current induced in neighboring material. And the last one is deflecting torque is not exactly proportional to the square of the current due to non-linear characteristics of iron material. All these are the errors which are occurred in this type of, that is, moving iron instruments. Now we can see the comparison of both this MC and MI. So moving coil and moving iron instruments. Moving coil types of instruments are more accurate and the accuracy in the MI instruments is less as compared to the MC. The manufacturing cost for these MC instruments are high and the MI instruments are cheap in cost. The reading scale is uniformly distributed in moving coil, whereas the moving iron instruments have the non-uniform scale. Moving coil instruments are very sensitive and MI instruments are robust in construction. The power consumption is MC is low and it is high as in the MI instruments. Then the eddy current damping is used for the moving coil and air friction damping is used in the MI instruments. So these types of damping we have studied in previous lectures. So here is the actual application in the MC and MI instruments, that is eddy current damping for MC and air friction damping in MI instruments. MC, that is moving coil instruments, can be used only for DC measurements, and in MI instruments we can use AC as well as DC circuits. Now the controlling torque is provided by the spring in PMMC and controlling torque is provided by the gravity or spring. The deflection proportion is proportional to the current, that is theta is directly proportional to I in MC instruments and deflection proportional is proportional to square of current, that is theta is directly proportional to I square. You should remember this equation, that is theta directly proportional to I in PMMC and theta is directly proportional to I square in MI instruments. The last point is error are said due to aging of control springs, permanent magnets, and in case of MI instruments errors are said due to hysteresis and stray fields. Okay, so this is the difference between both this MC and MI instruments. So this is all about the today's topic, that is moving iron instruments. Please go through this topic and we will see you in the next video lecture with a new topic. So up till now we have studied the PMMC, that is permanent magnet moving coil instruments, and moving iron instruments. So thank you. See you in the next video.